Welcome to Bitcoin Technical Analysis. Today we're here with Tone from Brave New Coin. How's it going?
Going great. Everyone else is slacking. It's just me and you again.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so Bitcoin has broken over the 250 mark and has exited the one-day Ichimoku cloud. Let's see what happens from here if it really keeps on. I mean, there was some sell-offs this morning, European time. And there was also a really sharp sell off on Litecoin, but since then it's kind of leveled off, kind of consolidating a little. But there was a real sharp move in Litecoin too this morning. So let's see what happens from here. RSI is getting pretty high on the daily, but if it could consolidate here and then continue up, let's pay attention to what's going on. And gold has broken out of a pretty important level of 1170. So as you can see on the chart, the dotted trend line there, and then the horizontal line, was pretty strong resistance several times. You can see that line provided resistance or support, and broke over that today. So it looks like it's going to test 1200, and let's see what happens when it gets near 1200. I think that, Tone, you said you also have a gold chart on the weeklies, right?
Yeah, I do. Well, let me know. I can pull it up now or after.
Oh no, you can just get to it when you have time, but it'll be interesting to see what you've got to say about gold on the weeklies. Silver also had a lot of both gold and silver were moving around, pretty volatile today. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Okay, Tone, what do you have for us?
All right, so I guess I'll pick it up with gold.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the weekly chart of gold. So for the regular listeners, I had a short on gold. Let me see on the weekly chart. Where did I pull in that? Where did I grab that short? I probably grabbed it somewhere around here. I was short as of that level. And my stop loss was around here. So I was giving it a chance. It was a swing trade. So my stop loss was above the previous highs. I believe my stop loss was at 1172 because the previous stop loss, the previous high was around 1170. So on the weekly, we definitely have a breakout, and you could put a trend line that we have also broken out of. But I don't know. I'm still not convinced. 1200, well, is almost a given at this point. But I try to swing trade more than short-term trade when it comes to these. So even if this is a true breakout and gold is going to head back to all-time highs, it still needs a test. So no matter how high it gets, I am personally not going to chase it. The most optimal scenario at this point would be to hold this as resistance. So somewhere between 1200 and this level, gold would be nice to see it turn around and come back and test the breakout levels. And the breakout levels are in the 1150, 1170 range. And then if it starts to bounce, we might actually have something long term. But until I see that retest, I'm not going crazy over being bullish in gold. I don't have a silver chart today. I don't have any trades on commodities at the moment. I'm taking a little break and from trading those. So there's no reason to pull up a silver chart. I'm just going to focus on gold. They're usually pretty similar. But since George isn't here, let's do a quick recap of the US dollar, which took a bit of a hit. This is the daily chart of the US dollar. And what we have is very, very clear horizontal support. I mean, it's completely undeniable. Will this support hold? Well, we'll find out. Me personally, I think the dollar is gonna absolutely go higher. I think the dollar will break 100 going into next year or early next year, and we are nowhere near have seen the highs for the dollar. So no one knows what's going to happen here. We can have a sudden crash in the dollar and then a major rebound. So anytime it approaches these guys, you can try and trade the bounce. You can try and trade the continuation, but you kind of want to keep your stop loss tight. Okay. So I personally think that the dollar will bounce, but it's hard to say when. You need to see the bounce first before calling it. Next, let's stick with commodities. Let's take a look at oil. This is the daily chart of oil. And again, I was short oil on several occasions, attempting to play numerous triangles. Here is one of them. That's our ascending triangle. Here is a bigger one on top of it. It's really the same horizontal line. I just doing it so that I'm not overlapping. Here's another one. I've tried to play it to the downside at several levels. This one broke in the other direction. This one also broke in the other direction. Again, this is as clear of a reversal candle as textbooks get. I actually wasn't trying to time oil back down. You have a nice round number of 50. You have a clear doji, but this doji is pretty wide. And then we have a classic pattern. So those that were eyeing it like a hawk, a perfect short would have been just below this candle. Again, more for the traders. The moment you have a reversal, why isn't this sticking? Oh, that's weird. Okay. So the moment you have a reversal candle, what you want to do is the moment the next candle goes below the low of that candle, that is a classic short. So some traders, I'm sure, acted on it. And right now, these candles are getting tighter. This is also a reversal candle, but it's only a reversal candle if we go above it the next day, which we didn't. So right now, it's anybody's guess. 45 is a nice round number. Most likely, we'll see a reversal candle around that area. Okay, and finally on the traditional markets, we have the S&P 500. Again, not what I wanted to draw. Again, classic reversal candle. But as mentioned before, the moment this candle happens, it looks like a complete breakout, which did not stick. Again, on this side, a classic textbook reversal candle. But once again, the candle takes place after the break below horizontal support. So it's really hard to time these things. These were very low volume days due to the US holiday coming up, even though it wasn't a stock market holiday, I believe Columbus Day. And again, you got a couple of dojis. You have a big red candle after that, engulfing both of them and going under the lows. Again, there is no clear reversal. Most likely, path is 1950, and then it becomes interesting. I'm expecting a bounce somewhere in this area between 2000 and 1950, and I am expecting new highs for the S&P 500. And finally, we have Bitcoin. This is my short-term daily chart of Bitcoin, and there will be a link in the video. Theo will add it for my traders report where I talk about this in detail. I don't want to talk about it too much because there are paid subscribers, but these are my arrows, and traders should be able to read into it what that means. But in general, we have gone from 223 or so all the way to 255, and 255 is very serious resistance. We've broken 2 other points of resistance without any problems, being the 50-day and the 200-day. Is badly needed. We also have the RSI, and millimeter away from being overbought, which is a good thing for a pullback. And that's what I'm looking for. I am looking for a pullback, and then I move back to the current resistance point. And additional information can be found in my trader letter of what I'm seeing for the more intermediate term and the long term for Bitcoin. That's it, Theo. Back to you.
Okay, thanks a lot. And I want to thank everyone for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the World Crypto Network. Give us a thumbs up on this video. Also, if you have any comments or questions, just post them below and we'll get back to you. Thanks for watching and see you next time.